This is the unspoken reason why The Little Mermaid flopped in East Asia. These articles say it's all about racism, and while that's true, and I'll talk about that in another video, here's something you don't see being talked about. A Gay Times interview with writer-producer Howard Ashman, I think, is very revealing. Talking about how Ursula, the villain of the story, reveals to Ariel, whose main aim is to leave her home under the water to become more human and win over a human boy, in the song Poor Unfortunate Souls, that gender is performative. Ursula is literally instructing Ariel that the way to win the heart of a human Prince Eric is not to just be a woman, but to act like a woman. Ursula demonstrates this by performing femininity as if it's an act, in the same way drag performers do, accentuating stereotypically feminine assets. The article says it inspires Ariel, who is struggling with the past which she was assigned at birth, and what they mean for her autonomy, and essentially this inspires her to aspire to identify as a human. The Gay Times article concludes that this notion that femininity and womanhood is an act and that anyone can perform it is distinctly queer. This suggestion that gender and sexuality were malleable and performative was revolutionary. I'm afraid that this notion that your sexuality and your gender are not only changeable but come from your inner feelings rather than your physical body, and more importantly, the primary purpose in life is to throw away societal expectations for you to pursue your individual happiness, is the antithesis of the Eastern Asian worldview. To do so would be seen as the height of selfishness. You see, in Asian societies, your life belongs as part of a collective. Your life belongs to your family and your community, and it's your ultimate purpose in life to fulfill your pre-assigned duty to your people. Your parents have sacrificed everything for you, working 7 days a week to give you tutoring so you do well in school, using up all their savings, paying for your college so you can find a good job, and then your entire extended family have pulled together their money together to buy you your first home, to give you the best possible start to your future, in the hope that you will one day take care of them in their old age. This is the cycle that holds and binds society together. Imagine abandoning all of them and dooming your family and society just so you can chase your short-term sexual pleasures. And if we are to take Gay Times' interpretation of The Little Mermaid, abandoning your duty to give into your feelings and transition into another gender, and making yourself infertile, or choosing to have the same sex partner so you can't have children. Who's going to support you when you're old? And what about your duty to the rest of society? You are literally breaking the generational cycle. I hope you can see that choosing your short-term personal happiness and pleasure over your duty starts to literally tear apart the fabric of society. And the story of The Little Mermaid, where Ariel abandons her kind, her duty as a princess to the mer people, to identify as a human, to pursue a human boy, is a very Western story that doesn't translate very well at all to Eastern audiences, and that is perhaps why it flopped. Do you have any other ideas why it flopped? Let me know in the comments below.